You hear that? That's the awkward silence of a family dinner after you just got caught vaping. Most vapes contain high levels of nicotine and disappointment. Brought to you by The Real Cost and the FDA.
Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show. This is my first time. I don't know why my hair, it looks weird. I don't know if it's the bandana or what, but it just looks like it's maybe it's the headphones. But anyways, welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show. I did say I was going to do a video episode at some point in time. I don't know how this is going to work though, because I ain't never did like a video episode before. So this being the first one, I was like, I had to go all out. I had to go out. Plus, I was all like, I plan on making YouTube videos right after this, so I'm gonna try not to hold your guys' time in this episode. But I don't even know what to do, honestly. I really don't. I was like, maybe I could turn this into a random talk. I think maybe I could talk about like the most memorable moments of my podcast. I don't know, like just, I guess, celebrating the 30th season and all that stuff, because I'm like, dang, 30 seasons of my podcast. I never would have thought that I would have made it that far. I don't know, like, that's the thing with me, is that I don't usually think about like the success with like YouTube or music or my podcast or anything. It's like I just like upload stuff, but like in a like free way, I guess. Like not in a free way, but that made no sense. I go all the way to I-5, and that's like I start thinking about what I said. I need to choose my words. I think that's one thing that I mess up on a lot, is that I just don't know how to choose my words when I'm trying to explain something. Like I know what I'm saying. I have it imagined in my head when I'm saying, but I just, for some reason, I cannot get it out. So I'm sitting there like stuck, and then like trying to figure out the words, and then next thing you know, that's why I had to say I had to do so many takes of my podcast, because that's the worst. That's why I'm like, nah, this episode, I don't care how many mistakes I make. I don't care what I say. I'm going to correct myself, and I'm going to keep it going. But anyways, that's probably a question I know people are going to probably ask, is do I plan on doing more of these? I will. I don't know. I guess like maybe if I'm recording YouTube videos and I'm overall like I'm not, maybe it's this hoodie, because I got on like too much black, and it just makes everything else look black and things. I'm like, maybe I should switch shirts. Yeah, I'm going to do that real quick. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. I had to switch to the Monitor shirt. Shout out to the band Monitor. One of my friends, he's in that group. So I figured, because I was like cleaning my room and found this shirt, and I was just all like, dang, I sure forgot. Like, you know, like you find something and then you forgot that you had it. Like, I had this shirt for the longest, and I'm like, that's why I was like, I remember what I got it out for, because I was just like, I was gonna wear it in some YouTube videos, promote the band a little bit more. That's a very like it's like one of those like underground like or underrated type bands. Like they like, seriously, they make really good music, and that's why I'm like, I just don't understand why it's like with some bands. I think, did I ever do a shout out for them? I guess this episode would technically count as a shout out, because I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't think I ever did like a shout out for them. Or I could, man, there's like so many ideas and things I could do in my podcast now that I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I could review music on my podcast and stuff. Dang, it's like, so now I'm like, I don't even understand. Like, I'm over here just doing a special episode and just like coming up with new ideas and stuff. But anyways, yeah, so it was talking about Monitor, I guess. I don't even know what this episode is going to be. I like season 30 celebration or random talk. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, but no, so a friend of mine. He was used to work with them, but we all ended up getting laid off. Did I mention that? I think I mentioned that, by the way. I got laid off from my job. They sent me an official letter a while ago, or not a while ago, but like a few days ago. But I think it was like maybe like 2-3 weeks ago. I got a call from the district manager saying like, yeah, he was just like, you're pretty much out of a job. The one thing I did like, because I was kind of bummed out about the conversation, but the one thing that I really did respect and like about what he said was that he hopes that YouTube and stuff goes really well. I think I don't know, I think he thinks that I only play video games, but I'm like, bro, like that's why I'm like, when I like tell them about YouTube, I think they only think I do one thing, but I'm like, bro, I got 20 YouTube channels, a podcast, I post like comedy skits on like I do more than just play video games. But he was just all like, yeah, good luck on the gaming. I mean, if I do become a professional gamer, I wouldn't be mad about that. That'd actually be fun. But I suck at video games, so that's why I'm like, it's yeah, I definitely had to like see like stuff like Call of Duty. I'm like, I'm not good at Call of Duty. I'm not equipped for Call of Duty. I know I'll get mad, get angry. I see myself right now in one of those like professional events, and I'm over here getting mad, yelling at people, throwing controllers and stuff, or just I probably wouldn't go as that far, but I probably will walk off stage. I do see myself doing that. I definitely do see myself walking off stage and just be like, you know what, nah. Because like, no, there's times when I play video games and the teammates in there, I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, seriously, just please answer that question. What are y'all doing? That's one question I ask a lot with one video game is Destiny. Bro, I play a crap ton of Destiny, but there's times when I play with people and I'm like, what are you doing? They're either stealing your kills or they're just, sometimes I just want to say who was Eddie, because it was like his double D, he was Ed, and then Ed was so it was Eddie, alright? I had to like sit down and remember like the names of Ed and Eddie and stuff, but no, like, there's at times when I'm just saying like Eddie's famous words, like, stop fooling around, because seriously, like, what are y'all doing? But anyways, what was I like? Yeah, so I was originally talking about Monitor, but I somehow got on my manager, district manager, and then YouTube and all that. But anyways, back on Monitor. So yeah, they so it was a friend of mine. We actually we became friends at this job. He moved from California and stuff. And yeah, we ended up becoming like really good friends and things, like working together and stuff. So very supportive of each other's work. I remember he was like one of the first people to like kind of give off the idea of starting a podcast. I remember it was some friends of his was talking about starting a podcast, and it kind of like ran through my head like that would be kind of dope though to like start a podcast. So I was just like, yeah, I should one day. But I think everybody knows the famous story of how I started a podcast. So. But anyways, I'll retell it just for the 30th season celebration and stuff. But anyways, but yeah, so at some point in time, I think it was 2018, because he started working there in 2017. So I think it was like at some point in time in 2018 he signed, or he was like, he didn't get like a professional sports team, but he ended up joining this band Monitor. The people on this shirt, and yeah, it was like since then I just remember then he was telling me about like their music and things. That's one thing I do regret, but I'm like at the same time it's just Seattle ain't really a safe place at night, and I'm like I just don't know, I don't really like trust Seattle and things at night. I'm just like, nah, I've been in Seattle at night and it doesn't look fun. I'm like, it doesn't look fun. That's why I'm like, that was one thing I didn't really like about my job, was that they would have these like after work meetings. I remember they had this after work meeting, and it lasted all the way up until like maybe like 5 o'clock, and it was like, it was dark. It got dark outside. So my thing is, when it's dark outside, it's nighttime. We just need to be in the house chilling and stuff. And yeah, it was they were doing that, and I was like, I don't understand. It was funny because I think it was that. Actually, no, that was a different occasion. Or was it the same? I just remember it was at a point in time when it was one of those like after work meetings, and I was on the bus and this girl spilled wine all on my pants leg and stuff. I honestly thought I had peed myself, because I remember I had to go to the bathroom before I got on the bus. And I'm just like, dang, I think, because I was like, I live out in Federal Way, and I work all the way in Seattle, and so I used to work in Seattle, so I was just like, dang, and that's like if it's traffic, yeah, it's gonna probably be like an hour, maybe a little bit less than things, maybe like 40 minutes to an hour, 40 minutes to an hour and stuff, depending on if it's traffic and things. If it's traffic, yeah, it's gonna probably be like maybe a little over an hour. But anyways, it was like a little bit of traffic. I remember I had to go, but I think like, you know, I was just like, all right, maybe I'll just sleep, don't trip about nothing and things. And then all of a sudden I just wake up with my pants leg just being wet, and I'm like, oh my god, like how am I gonna get off this bus? Like I'm gonna have to honestly wait until everybody gets off this bus and things until then. But then I started smelling it. I'm like, that don't smell. I'm like, no, that don't smell like pee. That smell like wine. I'm like, it smell like straight up alcohol and stuff. And so I look. Then the bus lights came on, and then the girls are like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And I wasn't even like tripping about it though. Like the girl actually was kind of cute. So I'm like, I ain't gonna be one of them like angry black men towards her and stuff. But yeah, I was just like, I don't know. I felt like that was just like growth within me and things. Like, I don't know. I felt like maybe at an earlier time, I probably would have been like upset and just been like, you know, like just please don't talk to me and things. But no, it's like as I got older, I realized like my growth and things. I was just like, yeah, you know, like I think, yeah, I don't know. Even if it was anybody else, like I still wouldn't have been mad. I just been like, you know, I'm pretty sure they were more embarrassed than me. I'm just like, if anybody asks, I'm just like, that person spilled wine on me. So. But anyways, but yeah, back on Monitor. I keep getting like all off track and things, like trying to shout out Monitor and stuff, and then, you know, kind of promote them a little bit. But anyways, but yeah, then I was just like, yeah, but I felt bad for like not going to any of his shows. He was always inviting me to shows and stuff. So I was just all like, you know, dang, I'm like, I need to do something for them. So then I remember I had created the my promotion account. TMB Promotions, and was like promoting them as much as I can and things. Like I did as much promotion as I possibly could, promoted their shows, promoted like they were like teasing new music and stuff. Like I did as much as I possibly could. And then I remember I don't know, I felt like I should at least like say his name, but I'm like, dang, I don't want nobody like trying to track him down and stuff. And so I am gonna say his name for protection purposes and stuff. But anyways, but no. Then I remember he came to work one day, talking about how they were gonna start selling merch. So I was just like, I don't even care how much it costs. Like, yeah, I gotta buy me a T-shirt and things. Like, I have to. I wish they had been selling. If they had like a hoodie and things, like it'd been dope if it had been like a white hoodie or a black hoodie, but then it still had like the logo and stuff. Either way, I was just like, I'm still gonna rock it and things. So. But yeah, I was like, ended up buying this shirt. I was like, the least I could do and stuff. But anyways, I think I wore it a few times in like YouTube videos, but that was about it. But anyways, yeah, shout out to Monitor. Go check out their music. Probably there's like 2 songs I really do like of theirs. It's Data Point and Memoran. Those are like my 2 favorite songs. I downloaded other songs from them, but those are like the 2 songs where I'm like, okay, I can like put this on repeat. There's other songs I like. I'm like, you know, if I'm just like if I'm like playing video games or something and I just put my music on shuffle, I'm like, yeah, there's like songs that I skip, but it's like there are songs I found of theirs I'm like, it's just not skippable. So anyways, yeah, shout out to Monitor. Go check out their music on Spotify. And yeah, once when this quarantine thing is over with, if they ever like I think I'm gonna need to I hope they do like a festival one day. I'm like, they need to like, if they get like signed in for a festival, I think I'll go. But because it's like usually those are like held during the day and stuff, so I'm like, okay, dope, like perform at Coachella or something, you know, like it's like early in the morning, perform at Coachella. Yeah, I think I can rock with that. But anyways, yeah, shout out to Monitor. What else can I talk about? Yeah, but no, like back on getting laid off from my job. Like, yeah, I remember I was like pretty bummed out about it and stuff. But then I sat down and just started thinking like all of the, like now I can like do YouTube full time, which has honestly been pretty cool and stuff. Like I turned on my old laptop. Like last night, I kind of went insane with the whole YouTube stuff. I pretty much was like going through, there's like 100 videos I have that I haven't even uploaded yet, and yeah, I was uploading them, all gaming videos. Like there is at a point in time I was playing video games every single day, and was recording videos and stuff. So then it was like if I'm playing numerous games throughout the day, or like the same game but making numerous videos on it. Yeah, I was going through a bunch of videos. Still need to go through those videos. Plus, then there's one video because I played this game called Anthem, and there's this level where I had to like kill all these like giant spiders, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows like how terrified I am with like insects, like giant insects in video games. Like I don't know if. Cause I don't think I ever talked about that, how I'm like scared of that type of stuff. Nah, cause there was this video game, Fallout 3. So Fallout 3 is definitely one of those games where if you are terrified of giant insects, don't play that game. They got roaches the size of like pretty much. I'm trying to think. There's this so go find like a big shoebox, and yeah, that's probably about the size of them roaches. And then yeah, that game, man, I was like, bruh, I don't understand like how a person can sit down and play that game and not be like insane afterwards. Like I couldn't play it. I couldn't play it. I remember the roaches, they didn't really get to me as bad. But I think I seen this giant, like, they call them bloat flies or something like that. That terrified me. That straight up terrified me. And then I think it was the more I came across those, it was like the more scarier it was and things. Because they came up out of nowhere and stuff. I didn't know what it was. And it ain't like, maybe if they would have started me off with some weapons in the game that was like usable, they give you a pistol and a BB gun against freaking creatures like that. Yeah, that's gonna really like help me out and things. I'm over here trying to, I'm like, man, that is stupid. I'm like, they come out with another. Well, I remember I did end up buying Fallout. What was that last one called? Because it was like the online one. I need to download that. I should play it, but I'm like, dang, I just don't want to deal with no weird stuff, man. Like, I feel like I'm getting better at dealing with that stuff, but I'm like, I just don't really want to. I think that's what I need to do is like play a bunch of other games before I get into Fallout and stuff. Because I would, at one point in time, I was just like, I don't even want to play Fallout. Like, I never want to play that game again. I remember my dad, as a surprise, that was a punishment though. Like, that was a punishment surprise. But anyways, yeah, I was like, I feel like I should apologize for this. But so there, I think I was doing good in school. And I'm like, there's nothing else for me to do, so I was like, might as well do good in school and stuff. So anyways, doing good in school, and my dad was just all like, and because that's who got me into Fallout, and I'm like, man, I never will listen to him when it comes to video games again. But it was my uncle, and me and him, we grew up, like both me and him, we always grew up playing video games, and so that's why I'm like, I think if I were to, I don't even know if he's like into playing video games now. I don't know, I had to ask, but. No, I remember like both me and him, we were constantly like playing video games growing up. I think last time me and him did play some video games, it might have been Black Ops 2 or Grand Theft Auto 5. But that was like the last time. That ain't even like, we ain't even gonna count all the other times me and him play video games. But he's the one that got me into Fallout. So I thought it was just a zombie game, because there is a part where I guess he got into one of the vaults. Because in that game, for those that don't understand, so you go into these vaults and things, and then you're like either saving people or killing enemies. So I thought it was a zombie game, and I'm like, yo, this is dope. He was telling me about it. I was reading about it. Yeah, I was just like, yo, this is a cool looking game. And then I'm like, I really do love free roaming games. So I'm like, dope. I'm about to just seriously go and just play a crap ton of this game when I get it. So yeah, ended up getting it on Christmas. And then that's when I was like, I remember when I seen the roaches, and I didn't really think too much of them and stuff. I was just like, oh, no big deal. But then it was the bloat flies, and I'm trying to think, did the fire ants no, I don't think the fire ants had really got to me. It was just more so, it's like, if they probably would have started me off with like rocket launchers, freaking the armor suit that you end up getting at the very end of the game. Like, if I ended up getting like all the stuff that I needed before, I probably wouldn't have like been as scared. But I'm like, yeah, you gave me nothing. You put me in a world of like full of radiation and all these other. I'm like, yeah, that ain't nothing. So anyways, but yeah, I was like, I couldn't play that game. But no, so I was doing good in school. My dad was just like, well, I got a surprise for you. I'm like, dope. So we were in front of GameStops, and I'm like, yo, I'm getting me a new video game. But that was the thing that didn't really dawn to me, was like, what video game am I getting? I ain't even talked about no video game. I ain't said nothing about no video game. So like, what game is he getting? And I'm trying to think, maybe me and my uncle did talk about the next Fallout that was coming out, but that's when my dad got me. He got me Fallout New Vegas, and I wasn't as like, usually I'm like all gassed up and happy and things when I get a new video game, but that game I was just like, nah, I didn't even play it. I didn't even play that game. I mean, I did. I was just like, okay, like I might as well, like, you know, start it up, do whatever I can. And I think I did, and I ran into a diner, but I was like, nah, I'm not playing this game. I'm like, nah, this game, it's then terrified me to that. I'm like, I remember I tried to get my cousin to play that game. I tried to get my sister to play that game. Nobody was fooling with that game, and I'm like, all right, you know what? That's when I was like, yep, that's when I started trading in games at GameStops, because I'm like, I can't play these. I'm like, these games are just unplayable. So what was it? Oh, Fallout 76. I ended up buying that one because I was just like, okay, you know, maybe because like they got like an online thing. I'm like, okay, I'll just join other people, and then they start dealing with, they can kill that stuff, and I'm just going to be in the cuts. Like, I'm just going to, like, you know, stay far away from it. But it was like, but that was the thing. Like, I ain't had no friends to play that game with. All the friends I used to play, I remember, like, back in the day, we would always get video games and stuff. Now it's like, I think because, like, I'm like the, you know, the YouTuber and stuff that's like playing video games and things, I'm the only one that be getting like new video games, but everybody else, it's like they'll talk about it and stuff. So I guess that's the benefit of being a YouTuber. It's like, you know about stuff before it even like hits the streets and things. Like, people will be telling me, I'm like, bro, I've been heard about that. Like, what are you talking about? That's one thing I had to say I think the internet for, is like, I know about stuff before it even like other people talk about it and things. It's like there's people that's been like on the, like they go on the internet more than me, then, you know, they'll probably tell me about something. I'm like, oh, okay, you know, that's dope. But for the most part, yeah, it's like people, they show me memes. I'm like, you had to find like an underrated meme account. There's like one of my friends, she always tags me in memes. And yeah, I'm like, I'm just like, I either like with it, actually no, she sends me memes I ain't never seen before. I ain't even gonna downplay her meme sharing and stuff. No, she shares memes I ain't never seen before, unless we're following the same account. I remember it was a friend of mine's. He was sending me memes. I was like, bro, I've seen this already. So I think he's seen that I was following the account, and then that's when he stopped sending me memes. I was like, it kind of hurt a little bit. It kind of hurt. I was like, dang, bro, I thought you like sharing memes, but nah, he sent me the same meme, but nah, it was funny. She's actually like a former coworker, like now friend and stuff. It's like there's coworkers, I'm like, you know, yeah, they're friends. It's messed up though. It was like that last day, I didn't think that would be the last day of me seeing them. I didn't even get to see the my friend, friend and monitor. I mean, because we know, like, we still, like, had worked together and things, but we didn't even get to have, like, an official last day. Like, the official last day I remember we had was that so it was when I had bought these self-lacing shoes. I had bought these self-lacing shoes, the Nike Adapt BB 2.0s. And I remember I think that was our last, like, work day together. And then it was the new girl. I remember she, like, yeah, we're friends too, but our last day, I think, was maybe like the week prior before, because I remember they had me work like one day, then that was it. And then after that, it was like quarantine. And then I got a call from the district manager, and he was just all like, everybody's been laid off pretty much. I'm like, dang, man. That's messed up. Where he was all like, the Nordstrom's has sold our account, or it's like we're pretty much out of a job. So I was like, dang, like what happened? Like, bruh, I'm like, we were all just chilling, and then now all of a sudden this happens. I'm like, nah, man. I'm like, I'm not cut out for this. Like, why y'all do this to me and things? Like, that ain't cool. But it's like, what can I? This coronavirus though, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Like, it's just I'm happy at the fact that I get to do like YouTube full time, and I really get to focus on myself, because I've done like numerous podcast episodes. I released an album. I like finally uploaded like these old gaming videos from like 2018 and 2019. Recorded a bunch of videos. Was able to hit my goal with 20 shins, and then it was like the goal of creating an album. So that technically counts like creating an album and stuff. But there's like a lot of things that got done, but it was just like under the circumstances, I would have rather it been where I like this stuff was like like this coronavirus wasn't going on, and I was able to do these things like without like feeling like I've been forced to and things. So I'm like, if it was like under a circumstance where I was like, okay, like YouTube was already doing well and stuff, but I'm like, I've given myself like a lot of stuff to do with it. Started working a lot more on voiceover videos. Like I have gotten a lot done with YouTube. And then it was like recording videos for my other channels, coming up with ideas for the other channels and stuff. I'm like, I'm like, all the channels though, they all seem like channels that's like, worth like, investing into and things. So that's why I'm like, dope. Like, I'm just gonna overall like do as much as I possibly can with it. But then it's like, then with my podcast, it's like to sit down and just talk about everything with it. I'm like, I've had to once again thank my friend Angela. She that's because I remember I did like an episode like pretty much shouting her out and things. But she, if it wasn't for her, you know what? No, let me go all the way back to middle school. If it wasn't for me having a crush on her in middle school, I don't even think like we probably wouldn't even have been friends today. But I'm glad I did, so I can now call her a friend, and then her giving me the idea of creating a podcast. Because honestly, I wasn't really like interested. I remember it was funny because I remember I made a post a while before I had created a podcast saying I should start one. And I didn't follow through with it. I was just like, I don't know what I'm getting myself into and things. So I was just like, you know what, forget it. Like, I ain't even going to really fool around with it and stuff. But anyways, so then I think me and her, we were just all like talking one night. And she was telling me about like creating a podcast. And then she was just like how like, how I'm like, oh, like just I can't remember exactly how the conversation went, but she overall was saying like podcasting is definitely your thing, like you would be really good at it and stuff. So then that's when I found Anchor, and Anchor is this place that you go to where you can upload your like podcast episodes and stuff. So I went there. Then they're like distributing it all to like all these others, like so it was on Spotify, Apple Music. Like I was so happy and gassed up when I seen that it was getting to all of these like different places and stuff. And and I was just like, man, it was really dope. And so creating a podcast and then coming up with like little series within the podcast and talking about like it's really fun. Like it's a really fun thing to do. And then I'm like that I was like I was gonna interview somebody on my podcast, but I don't even know if she's like still wants to go through with it. But there's this like old like meme that had happened to go. So there's a lot of things that's still in the work with this podcast. Like planning on interviewing people. I want to like have people on my podcast. Like there's like a few friends I'm like, I think you'd be good at it. There's like people I tell, I'm like, no, y'all will be good at the podcast and stuff. That's why I'm like, I try to tell everybody like definitely hit your creative side. Like I want everybody to make their own money. Like I want everybody to be like rich and successful and stuff, following their dreams, doing what they want to do and stuff. So so I'm like, last person I told that to is another friend of mine from middle school. She so I was just like, you definitely, because I'm like, I told her, I was like, I think I had talked about that not too long ago, but I was just like, you definitely be dope at the podcasting thing. And I try to like brainstorm with people and stuff. So that's why I'm like, it's like with Angela and then this other friend, I'm just like, it's like you guys, you definitely be good at it. I'm like, it's like, cause Angela, cause that's what she was saying. Like she listens to a bunch of people and they do their podcast stuff, and I'm like, that's usually how that stuff goes too. Like when you get into something and you want to do it yourself, like you're like watching other people. That's how it was with me and YouTube. Actually, no, I take that back. I seen myself in a video. I ain't even trying to like sound cocky or anything or sound like arrogant, but no, I seen myself in the video, and it was like one of my friends' like old like middle school videos. And that video, I can't even find that video. Honestly, if that video was still up, I would have probably I should have downloaded it and then reposted it and stuff, or just my part in things. But anyways, yeah, I think that video is long gone. But nah, I was he had me in the video and I seen it, and I just got like really inspired and just the idea of doing YouTube and stuff. And that was all the way back in 2010. So yeah, I remember I created a channel, and then few years later created my gaming channel. It seemed like every 5 years I do something like crazy and things. So yeah, then it was like 2015, then I created my gaming channel. Then this year created multiple channels, and then just doing a bunch of stuff. So yeah, I'm really happy for myself with all of the success that I've reached with YouTube and podcasting and all of that. So to each and every person that's been supportive of my podcast, YouTube, everything, I really do appreciate it. I really do thank you guys for all of that like help and everything that y'all been like, just things that you can do like to help me out and stuff. I really do appreciate it. So anyways, to another to all the previous like 30 seasons, numerous episodes. I mean, dang, I didn't really see myself doing this much, but I did. So I'm proud of myself. Thank you to everybody that's been very, very supportive of the TMossBoss show. It's going to be a forever thing. Like this podcast is never going to end. So anyways, I will talk to you guys later. I like how I stopped doing this in the 30-minute mark and things. I guess I was like, because I started thinking, I'm like, maybe I should stop the podcast at 30 minutes. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Like and subscribe if you're viewing this on YouTube. I don't even know how to do it. I'm doing it in a video form. I've done so many episodes and stuff. But anyways, thank you to everybody. Oh yeah, then the SeatGeek, TMossBoss promo code, $20 off your first purchase. Y'all know the drill. But anyways, talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching and or listening, and peace.